Welcome, dear viewers, to another deeply emotional and intensely gripping episode on Anything You Want. Tonight, we step into a story that shook Turkey from its sleep, a night where hope and fear danced side by side, where a couple's love was tested in the harshest way imaginable, and where an unborn child became the silent center of a national prayer. Before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the join button to support our channel as we continue delivering the most heartfelt, dramatic, and unforgettable stories from the world of celebrities. For weeks, Cemre Arda's pregnancy had been a fragile balancing act, each step carefully monitored, each day cautiously embraced. Her medical team had classified her condition as high risk, but recent reports brought a gentle wave of optimism. Her vital signs seemed stable. The baby's development was progressing. Even the couple, long accustomed to caution, began to breathe a little easier. Their home had transformed into a sanctuary of anticipation, tiny clothes placed neatly in drawers, the crib glowing softly beneath a nightlight, hospital bags sitting ready by the door. Interviews hinted at a future filled with love and expectation. But fate has a peculiar way of lurking in stillness. Just before midnight, on a night that began like any other, an unexpected storm surged through their world. Cemre felt a crushing wave of pain, followed by a terrifying plunge in blood pressure. Nurses monitoring her progress quickly sensed the danger. Protocols were initiated within seconds, doctors summoned, machines prepared, emergency procedures triggered. And miles away, Gökberk Yıldırım's phone lit up with the message every expectant father fears. Witnesses say he left his house without a coat, without a bag, just keys in hand and panic in his eyes. Rain hammered the windshield as he sped through the streets of Istanbul. Some say he ran the last stretch from the parking lot to the hospital door, his breaths ragged, his hands trembling uncontrollably. There were no cameras to capture it. No reporters waiting. Just a man arriving at a threshold where life and loss stood inches apart. The hospital's main corridor became a stage of suspended time. Cemre had been rushed into a special room designed for emergency maternal care. Inside, doctors worked in a blur, stabilizing her oxygen levels, adjusting monitors, fighting minute by minute to keep mother and child safe. Outside, Gökberk stood motionless, staring at the closed door that separated him from everything he loved. A nurse later said, "He didn't pace. He didn't cry. He simply froze, gripping the back of a chair as though the building itself was shaking." For them, the danger had a name, acute hypertensive crisis, a violent spike in blood pressure capable of endangering both mother and baby within moments. The doctors later admitted, "We intervened just in time. It could have gone very differently." What followed was a grueling 6-hour vigil. Every heartbeat, every breath, every number on the monitor carried the weight of possibility. Cemre remained conscious but frighteningly weak. The medical team watched her as if she were a flame threatened by wind, though fragile, flickering, but still alive. Meanwhile, Gökberk refused every attempt to move him from the corridor. He rejected tea, blankets, rest. A staff member recalled him whispering, "I will only step away when someone tells me she's safe." His determination became a quiet testament to love, not the cinematic kind, but the kind forged in sleepless nights and trembling hands. When dawn finally touched the hospital windows, doctors emerged with cautious smiles. Cemre had stabilized. The baby's heartbeat remained strong, steady, resilient, full of promise. Relief washed over the waiting room like a breaking tide. A few hours later, the official statement arrived. Our beloved Cemre Arda experienced a medical emergency overnight. Thanks to rapid intervention, both mother and baby are out of immediate danger. Gökberk Yıldırım remained with her through the entire crisis. We thank everyone for their thoughts and prayers. The announcement sparked a wave of collective emotion across social media. Hashtags like #Cemre and #Gökberk Yıldırım flooded every platform. Turkey exhaled together. Following the crisis, doctors insisted that Cemre remain under round-the-clock observation until delivery. Her room was transformed into a cocoon of tranquility, dim lights, soft blankets, steady monitors. And next to her, always, was Gökberk. He refused to leave her side. Nurses found him spending nights in an uncomfortable chair, reading, writing, or simply watching her breathe. It was during these quiet hours that Cemre returned to a habit she had developed early in her pregnancy, writing heartfelt letters to her unborn son. One of those letters later went viral, capturing the hearts of an entire nation. If you ever read this, my son, know that we fought for you before we even met you. Every tear, every fear, every night. We endured because your heartbeat told us to hold on. Her words became a symbol of strength, maternal devotion carved into ink. Rumors began to swirl about a possible premature birth, but the couple's circle pleaded for calm, insisting on privacy and optimism. And slowly, serenity returned. A simple photo posted by Gökberk captured the nation's emotions. Two hands intertwined. A small heart drawn on paper. A caption that read, "Sometimes love is measured in hours of waiting." And in those hours, you learn why the fight is worth everything. That moment became a defining image of resilience, shared, reshared, admired by millions. If this story has touched your heart as deeply as it has touched ours, don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to anything you want. Tap the join button to support our channel and help us bring you more in-depth, emotionally rich celebrity stories. Now, let's continue. The media began referring to them as the miracle couple. Not because of fame, but because of the quiet courage they displayed when confronted with a night that could have rewritten their destiny. Doctors continued their vigilant watch. Fans continued sending prayers. Flowers filled the room. Letters stacked on the windowsill, each one holding words of hope. One message left anonymously said, "True love doesn't promise an easy road, it promises to stay even when the ground shakes." And each morning, as Istanbul opened its eyes, people wondered, when will their baby finally arrive? When will the corridors of that hospital echo with the cry of the child they fought so hard for? The nation waits. The world watches. And love, in its quietest form, keeps beating steadily inside one hospital room. Thank you for joining us in this deeply moving story. What did you feel while listening to their journey? Do you believe their baby will arrive sooner than expected? What other celebrity stories would you like us to follow next? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we read every single one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit join to support anything you want as we continue bringing you emotionally rich, eye-opening stories from the world of fame, love, and real human resilience. Until next time, stay safe, stay hopeful, and stay with anything you want.